Let's see. All right. I think that should be good now. Um, so basically, I already kind of gave this intro, but I don't think I had a lot of technical difficulties, so we'll run through it again. So basically, what I was saying is my end goal is to provide people like with kind of like everything that I'm doing. I want the entire journey to basically uh be documented, and hopefully I can do well and I can help anyone that I don't know that wants someone to study alongside. I don't know if this is gonna work completely as like a resource, like for people to use and just like study alongside me. Obviously, everyone's memory works a little differently, but hopefully by doing this, there can be some kind of like level of accountability for me. Maybe for anyone that chooses to study alongside me live or anything pretty much along those lines. I want to try to have everything that I'm doing inside of the stream, including like outside searches. I'm probably gonna end up using Claude for maybe some of the UWorld questions. Um, but I think that's pretty much it. I think for today, I'm using Captain Hook instead of the Aiden deck. As you can see, I have like 2,000 due cards. Um, so I studied last year, but I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to finish studying, and I also now found out that Aiden has like problems with spoiling questions. So I'm gonna try using Captain Hook. Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow is known for like using short answer questions instead of closes like Aiden does. So I know that like even though I'm gonna have a lot less cards, as you can see with the Aiden deck, and like my default settings are like 225. That's what I was trying to do before, but that's pretty overwhelming. So I'm gonna basically try to do maybe like one chapter a day, maybe a couple chapters, depending on how long the chapters themselves are. I think for chemistry and chemical and physical foundations of biological systems, uh, they have a lot shorter. See, like 44, 28, 68, 18, 26, 51. Like there's not a lot of cards in them, so I'm probably just gonna do multiple on the days that I do like chemistry. Um, and yeah, that should pretty much be it. I think that's the whole spiel. Uh, for today, we'll probably go. We could do maybe like amino acids. To be honest, uh, I think Pankows obviously is always gonna have the 86 because or like most of the time anyway. 7A I know is like insane. So that's obviously gonna be a different beast. Maybe like 9A would be an option for today. But yeah, we'll just do these and depending on what time I finish that. Okay, so right now I think the end time would probably be around like 3. So obviously it's gonna go into like a pretty late night stream. And yeah, I think we can get right into it if we can. Let me get the lo-fi music so we can just. All right, let's do this. All right. Uh, we're probably not even really gonna pay attention to this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, let's turn. Okay, guys, don't judge me. Uh, anyways. Um, okay. I just realized you guys can't even see what's in the corner. In the corner, I have the it's like the Pomodoro add-on. Um, also got Anki Hub. So for this deck, sometimes they have a couple errors. Um, but anyways, yeah. Oh, actually, this is gonna be this is probably gonna be a lot of structure memorization, but we'll see. Okay. With the exception of glycine, all amino acids are don't even know what it was looking for. What is tyrosine structure, character, three-letter abbreviation, and one-letter abbreviation? Wow. Uh, so for structure, all right. Let me see, because obviously today's gonna be like a pretty let's see, we can reset this. What are tyrosine structure? Um, I low-key want to remember. I don't really remember the basic amino acid. But like the basic amino acid structure. Um, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can make it possible. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try adding an add-on. I have a lot of add-ons. Can y'all even see that? No, you can't see that. Okay. So, um, okay, okay. All right. So, sorry. Okay. I look need to restart Anki. 1 second. Right. I don't know what we're gonna be drawing today. Let's see. All right. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see everything. Okay. When I do that, you guys can't see it anymore. Okay. This is so annoying. I'm trying to see if I can. I have to delete this. I don't know. It's cool, but it doesn't allow screen sharing for some reason. Maybe I have to edit this because you guys can't see it at all. Okay. see it? Perfect. Low-key, I need to add on back in. I need to add it back again because it low-key works. All right. So, uh, I don't really know how this works now. Oh, I guess that's the clear button. Okay. All right. So now we can actually work now. So with the exception of glycine, all amino acids are chiral. I don't know why it has all of my like settings right there. That's a little strange. I would say I'm gonna put hard. What is tyrosine structure? So uh, let's see this. Let's see this trick. Okay, so I could do a couple of them. So this one's gonna be T Y R. This is gonna be tyrosine. What is tyrosine? Um, I remember the trick after I do it. Hold up. All right, let's see. I don't know what it means. It's polar. This one is definitely polar. Um, all right. Y. Man, I was thinking W, but I knew that was tryptophan. Okay. All right. Let's draw this out. So we have we have this O, and then we have O H. I'm drawing with my mouse, guys. So why is it not doing that one? All right, cool. I guess. Can I turn that off? I don't want I don't want it to edit my strokes. Um, this undo. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, can I draw here? Perfect. All right. So I don't even like this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this actually this structure actually looks terrible. I don't like this type of structure. We have NH2, and then this is literally just gonna be like and then we go boom. And then we have our aromatic ring. Okay, that looks really ugly. Just bear with me, guys. We have O and then H. All right. So some people don't like that circle, but I think it's cool. All right. That literally looks so ugly. Like, why? Like, can I? I don't want to. I low-key want to rotate this. Like, I do not like this. Let me look up. Let me see what the structure is. No, yeah, I can't see this, but I'm gonna show you. Tyrosine structure. Now all the structures online want to look exactly like this one. Yeah, pretty much online. If you look it up, it has like it pretty much just rotates it. Because I like all the R groups being below, so we can add our little. We can add this back, and then basically we just bring this R group down, put the NH2 up here. I was going to put the H there, but I decided against it. And then boom, 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 boom. Okay, they don't let me draw down that low, but you guys understand what I'm. what I'm going for. All right, yeah. So TYR, I got that right. Um, what? Okay, I just wanted to. All right, I didn't get that right. What is arginine structure? All right, this one, we can we can just try to reinforce the structure so we don't forget it. So we have O, boom, boom, O, H, and then we're gonna go up. And it's gonna be H2, and then we're low-key gonna draw a big line down because okay, so I know arginine and guanine, they have a one bond difference, I think. So it's like, I think I'm gonna say arginine has a lesser one. So I'm gonna go one, two, three, maybe. Maybe what I remember is like bumps. So maybe it was like more like that. And then at the end it has like something like this. This is gonna be my guess. That looks really ugly. I'm so sorry, guys. Um, so arginine, this it literally tells you this is gonna be arginine is an acid, I think. The three-letter abbreviation is obviously gonna be ARG, and one-letter abbreviation is gonna be R. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. Positively charged. Oh, it's basic. Oh, oops. I'm probably thinking of another one. I'll probably find out which one I'm thinking about later. All right, so oh, that's a problem. Okay, so we have. I got this completely wrong. All right, so I'm assuming guanine. Okay, arginine literally looks nothing like that. I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of aspartic acid, bro. Okay. Once. Okay. So I mean, I'm kind of gonna remember that. Uh, is there a way to? I don't know if. Okay, this is gonna be. This drawing plugin might be a little more difficult than I expected. Um. Okay, so this is the one. Arginine is the one with three. I really hate this structure. I'm just gonna. I'm probably just gonna remember. I might just remember them rotated for the whole time. Okay. So. Alright, so we're gonna draw. Okay, oh my god. I'm gonna keep doing that by accident. So we're gonna have. Let's just draw this out. I know you guys maybe can't tell, but I'm looking down. I'm just gonna try drawing it out. And we can go down right there. I'm gonna go. Okay, I guess honestly, I know it's gonna be a lot more of a hassle if I flip that for everyone, unless I edit the pictures, so it's fine. All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2, and then N. N makes 3 bonds, so this is just gonna be an H, I think. And then this N is gonna be bonded centrally to 1 carbon, and it has 3 total bonds, so one of them has to be a double bond to an N, and then this one is also going to be an N, and then obviously, like I said before, this makes 3 bonds, so that's going to be an H, and then this is going to be an H too. All right, so I think literally just from looking at this, all right, I feel like I should know which one. So I'm assuming this in its basic form. In its basic form, I guess this one is going to be the one that shifts. This bond is going to be the one that shifts. Like when it has the positive charge. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so when I say shift, obviously that's not the right terminology, but so this basically gains another hydrogen, and that hydrogen is going to be what makes it positive. All right, cool. I'll try to remember that for the next time. All right, histidine. Histidine is going to be something like boom, 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 boom. All right. Can I like? Is it possible? What is that? What does that do? Full screen canvas. No, I don't really want that. All right, cool. I guess I can't do that. So I know that it goes down. I don't know if you guys have seen. There's like these. There's these. Well, let me edit. Let me change something. There's this channel. I think it's Leah Tusai, but I could be wrong. That she kind of like tells you some. She says that histidine is histidine because it makes like a little house, and then from here, all I kind of need to remember is they're like diagonal. I think like there's two ends in this one. This histidine is another basic one. I think we have an N right here, and I'm gonna say an N right here, and then obviously this is gonna take up one H, and maybe here we're gonna have another one. I think there's two double bonds, and then this one when it's charged. I think my guess is gonna be that this is gonna be the. Let's see. Oh, so for character, I already said it's basic or positively charged. Yes, I know I forgot to put the plus sign. One letter abbreviation. Honestly, I'm gonna go with H probably. Histidine obviously is gonna be HIS. I don't know why I keep drawing these out. I'm not gonna do that. For every time. All right, so if we look at where this is connected, we can kind of like match it up over here. Okay. Okay, this one goes over to an N, which is also double bonded, goes up to the N and has an H. Alright. I think that's right. Histidine. I look at the charged version too. I wanna know the charged versions. So okay. I think I was wrong, honestly. Let's go on. We're literally just gonna look up the videos. I think she literally does a whole video on how to memorize if I could play the video on the stream, but I'm just
This
gonna.
is your brain when you're.
Okay. All right. All right. So low key, the way that she puts histidine, she kind of flips it. Like she rotates the last single bond. And I think I also might have put one. I did. I messed it up right here. So that's my mistake. Um, I put one bond here instead of two. Okay, cool. I'll try to remember that for next time. But I think the charged nitrogen is actually. Oh no, I was right. It is gonna be that one. It takes on. It takes on. It's not NH2. That was dumb as hell. It's not NH2. This is literally just NH. It's just NH, and that would give it the four bonds, and that would make it positive. All right. All right, and I didn't get that. I don't think I got that right. I didn't get that right. So I need to put it again. With the exception of glycine, all amino acids are chiral. So yeah, we can probably put. I think we can put good now. To be honest. Okay. I clearly did not put good. I think this button is good. Yeah. All right. What is tyrosine structure? All right. So we're back to this. We're gonna go boom, 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 and we'll put it upward. We're just gonna we'll go all of them upward. NH2, and then this is just gonna be the tyrosine ring. All right, boom, and then O. That is so ugly. Holy. All right. Okay, so three letter, that's gonna be TYR. That's gonna be R. Tyrosine is quote unquote just barely polar. Bruh, no way there's two bonds. There's two bonds before tyrosine, really? Oh my god. And before the ring, I mean, bruh. I guess there's one bond before tyrosine. Um, no, I was right. It is two. Two before the final group. All right, so we'll go we'll go again. I got that wrong. Okay, arginine. This one was kind of difficult. So let's see how much of it I remember. O O H. Um, we're gonna put NH2 down. All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2. There's an N right here. Bonded to an H. We're gonna go boom, 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 boom. And this becomes, sorry, H2 with a plus and then an N right there. Obviously, it's gonna be H2. I think it's kind of implied. So that's basic, basic positive. I just restructure. Three letters is gonna be ARG, and then one letter is gonna be R. All right, we can put that as hard now. What are histidine structure? All right, so boom, 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 boom. Right. doing stick drift. This is ridiculous. Hold on, guys. Okay, I think we're good now. Boom, 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 boom. Why is it so smooth now? What's going on? Because I'm drawing smaller. Uh, then we're gonna go NH2 down. Okay, and then histidine is gonna go boom, boom.
Take your creativity to the next level on Mac and iPad with Apple Creator Studio. Get Apple's best creative apps for film, music, design, and productivity all in one low-price subscription with your first month free. Visit apple.co/Creator Studio to learn more.
Okay, this sideways thing is kind of confusing me. To be honest, I think it's gonna be. It's always gonna be this one, but it's the one on the other side from the N. And then this one, in order for it to become positive, it just takes on an H here, and an H is gonna go here too, and that's positive. Okay. His character histidine is gonna be this is basic. Character, yeah, I just said that. 3-letter HIS, and then 1 letter is gonna be H. All right, we can do good now. What are tyrosine structure character? All right, so we're gonna have boom, 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 boom. OH, and then bring that down. NH2. This would be so much easier if I had a mouse. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have a mouse? Can I connect this mouse? Hold on. This low key might be life changing. 1 second. I don't know if it'll let me connect all these devices. I just think the mouse would be easier if I could get this to turn on. Or if it's, I don't know if it even has charge, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me look up how to connect the mouse. It's a Apple mouse. I don't know if you guys could have seen that. How to set up Apple mouse. It says connected to my Mac with a lightning cable. What? So I have to connect it to my Mac, even though it's on the bottom. Okay. All right. Cool. I guess. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Um. I don't know what it's gonna be. Hopefully, I mean, it's gonna be a little better at least. What is this cable even? What cable is this? I thought it was USB-C. It's smaller. I think this is lightning. I don't have lightning, bro. I don't have USB-C to lightning. All right. I guess it's cooked for the mouse. Yeah, I think it's cooked for the mouse, to be honest with you. Guess we can't do that. All right, back to drawing manually. Or well, uh, second. All right, cool. So tyrosine 1, 2, and then boom, 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 and then boom. Okay, then a little circle. Do a little OH. I don't know why I'm drawing so small now. This is gonna be polar tyrosine. This is TYR. This is gonna be R. Oh no, not R. It's one of the N letters. Y. Okay. Now, low key, we can give ourselves good for this too now. What is an oligopeptide? Um, I'm assuming that is it not like there's multiple peptides bonded together? What is that? Small peptide up to only 20 residues. 20 residues. Alright, one second. Oligopeptide. I'm taking a long time to digest this information. I'm going like really slow. Oligopeptide. It's just because there's so much drawing. I just don't. I'm gonna change this card. I just wanted to say at least say amino acids. I understand that's probably implied for most people, but I just wanted to say that explicitly. Okay. We can go again. What is arginine structure? All right. So we're gonna have O, boom, 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 OH. Bring this down in each two. Arginine 1, T, boom, 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 and then obviously corresponding H's. This is the site of the plus. All right, this is gonna be ARG, R, and it's basic. All right, cool. Asparagine. Okay, this one, asparagine. I think this is one of the. This is probably one of the polar ones. This is the polar. I think this is. I'm gonna find out later. Asparagine is. Oh my god! Can this? What is good with this? For some reason says it's 9:41. It is most definitely not 9:41. It is definitely like 2 in the morning. Yo, I'm 5 cards in. This is kind of embarrassing. NH2. And then I think I'm gonna say this one is gonna be the one that does this. And then we're literally just gonna put like an NH2 at the end over here. Asparagine. It can't be A because I think that's alanine. But be like a G or something. It's definitely not ASP either. What would it be? I don't know. Asparagine is definitely polar. Okay. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Bro, I'm like so bad at this. One, two, three. So it's three lines, not three hills. Okay. Don't. Okay, it's ASN. Oh my god. And then of course the difference is gonna be the letter N, and so it's gonna be the N. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So we can do that again. With the exception of glycine, all amino acids are chiral. Next, what is an oligopeptide? It's a relatively short peptide with only 20 amino acid residues. Up to, okay, that's what I was thinking, like a maximum. I'm gonna give myself an again. pH. Okay, hold on. Let's move this. Let's move this down. Low-key, there will never be anything. I'm low-key blocking the question, so I'll move myself down too. Let's see. I'm gonna cover the Pomodoro because it's like literally useless. All right, cool. So, if pH is lower than the pKa of a group, then the group will be. If the pH is lower than the pKa. Okay, so pH is the concentration of the negative log of the concentration of H. If the pH is lower, if the concentration of H is lower. Okay, so pKa, I think the pKa is when 50% of the 50% of the amino acid is protonated and 50% of it is not. So that in a group of those amino acids present in some kind of solution, so if the pH is lower, if pH is lower, it's going to be it's probably going to be protonated, because obviously as pH goes down, the concentration of the H goes up. If the pKa of a group is higher than that, it's probably going to be protonated because there's more H to supply it with. Yeah, that's what I figured. There's a bunch of H in the solution, so of course everything is going to be protonated. All right, cool. I low-key got that, so I'm gonna give myself hard. What are asparagine structure, character, 3-letter abbreviation, and 1-letter abbreviation? Asparagine structure, character, 3-letter abbreviation. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. What is this song? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna skip a little ahead. What is that song playing? Alright. So, asparagine, we're gonna have go down NH, NH2, and then asparagine. Okay, yeah, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then I I think it was. I don't. I look. I don't even remember if it was NH2 at the end still or not. I didn't really even examine that. There's gonna be ASN and that's gonna be N. I do remember that. Oh man, it's not. I forgot, bruh. So I didn't know asparagine still had this. Okay, cool. So we can do that again. I got that wrong. There's gonna be a relatively short protein with up to 20 uh, amino acid residues. All right, we can give ourselves good for that. What are histidine structure, character? Okay, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Histidine structure, character. Okay, what time is it? Okay, it's 1:40. This is gonna be the NH2. And then we have a 1, 2. Boom, boom, boom. And then this one is gonna be N, and this one is gonna be N. This one is always a double bond. That one's also a double bond. The positive is gonna be there. I'm not drawing in the H's, but that's where it is. So there's gonna be his, there's gonna be H, it's gonna be basic. I think we're good on that now. So asparagine. Okay, cool. We literally just did this. I should get this right. It's just OH, and then NH2. Oh no, sorry, my fault. NH2. And then boom. We're gonna put sorry, it's 2, 3, and then we put that there, and this is gonna be H2. This is gonna be ASN, and the character is gonna be polar. All right, perfect. What is tyrosine structure? All right, we're low-key gonna let's speed this up a little bit. COOH, and then we're gonna do. Okay, all right. I actually don't want to speed it up a little bit. Hold on. I'm not at that stage where I can speed it up. OH. And we need to bring this down. NH2. And then boom, boom. Right. And then we do a little bit of a H. Alright, that's probably good. TYR, and that's gonna be Y. Oh, I forgot to say it was polar, but I obviously know that too. Alright, cool. I think I got that. What is arginine structure? Alright, we haven't done this in a while, Loki. Bro. Maybe it is time for an inaugural MOGO. I think I just have the I just need to get rid of the. I'm using the wrong controller. I think I have two controllers. I'm using the wrong one. All right. Now this looks all ugly because of my stick drift. NH2. All right. Arginine is gonna be 1, 2, and then we put the N right there. Boom, boom. Oh, sorry. Not that. Wrong one. And okay, I'm not adding the H's, but this is going to be the one that turns out positives. There's going to be ARG. That's going to be R. That should be good. Yeah, pretty much. All right, cool. If pH is lower than pKa, it's going to be protonated. What is tertiary structure and what is its characteristic bond? Tertiary structure, that's okay. The problem is that this includes different. So secondary is going to be the alpha helices and the beta sheets. That's the bonds. Those are the bonds between. Okay, what are my options? It's like backbone. Why is it going like this? Why would it start on tertiary structure? I feel like it's just like going randomly through the deck, but I guess that's fine. What is tertiary structure? Okay, let's see. Let's just read it. So 3D folding into final form, held by hydrogen bonds. By hydrogen bond between side chains, salt bridges between positively and negatively charged, and disulfide bonds. Okay, so the hydrogen bonds here are between the side chains. Hopefully they go into quaternary structure and like what that tells you by too, but we'll see. Hydrogen bonds between the side chains, salt bridges between positively and negatively charged side chains, and disulfide bonds between the cysteine residues. Okay. Hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds between the side chains. I'm gonna forget this. Salt bridges, disulfide bonds between cysteine residues. What is a beta pleated sheet? That's one of the types of secondary structure. I think that's about as much as I can say. Structure in which peptide chains lie alongside each other, forming rows. I feel like there's more to that. Maybe I'm just have to learn that through the U World questions, but structure in which peptide chains lie alongside one another. And then, okay, yeah, so they just kind of go round and round. And then they form hydrogen bonds amongst themselves. Okay, I feel like this is kind of a half-ass answer, but it's okay. What is the solvation layer? I have no clue. Layer formed around the molecule by nearby solvent molecules result as a consequence of electrostatic interactions. Oh, this is like, okay. Layer formed around the molecule by nearby solvent molecules. I feel like they should have said what the first and second solvation layer was. Layer formed around the molecule by nearby solvent molecules. Okay, cool. What is tertiary structure and what is its characteristic bond? Tertiary structure it's the 3D form that is established by a protein going into its final form. It's formed by hydrogen bonds between among its side chains, uh, salt bridges between positive and negative amino acids, and disulfide bonds between cysteines. Yeah, side chains, whatever. Wait, no, not whatever. Okay, side chains isn't the same thing. Okay. Hydrogen bonds between side chains. I almost got that. That was pretty close. What is a beta pleated sheet? It is an example of secondary structure in which the amino acids form rows alongside one another. Peptide chains lie alongside one another, forming rows. That was pretty close. I feel like okay. I'm gonna give myself again, but I feel like that was pretty close. What is a solvation layer? It's the layer formed around an ion by a solvent. Okay. I guess I could have said nearby solvent molecules. I also didn't say. Um, I'm gonna edit this card because I feel like if I want both answers, I need both questions. What does it result from? Close. All right. Uh, I don't know if it's gonna keep these edits. Hopefully it does. Um, when whenever they send in like updates for cards and stuff. Um, Layer formed around the molecule by nearby solvent molecules. All right. I'll give myself again. I didn't say the second part. What is an oligopeptide? An oligopeptide is a peptide chain formed um, by up to 20 amino acid residues. It's not a peptide chain. Why did I say that? What is a tertiary structure, and what is its characteristic bond? Um, it's it's the 3D structure of a peptide that's formed by um, it's formed by hydrogen bonds between its side chains, salt bridges between its positive and negatively charged side chains, and disulfide bonds between cysteine residues. All right, cool. What is a beta pleated sheet? Uh, it's one of the examples of secondary structure in which the peptide chains lie alongside one another, forming rows. All right, I'm gonna give it hard. What is a solvation layer? That's a layer formed around a molecule by nearby solvent molecules. Oh, I don't even, bro, why did I even write the question if I wasn't going to read it? Result as a consequence of electrostatic reactions. Okay. I just gave myself an again because what is an oligopeptide? It is a peptide formed by up to 20 amino acid residues. What is asparagine structure? All right. Boom, boom, boom. H, and make sure, yeah, I can still see everything fine. All right. Low key, looking at the structure that I'm drawing over on the screen made me feel a lot worse about the drawing. Uh, asparagine 1, 2, and draw that N. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, I'm doing arginine right now, bruh. Ain't no way. Okay, we're not redrawing all this. We just need to get rid of all that. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, sorry, I thought that I was on this tool. All right, so asparagine. This is 1, 2, 3, and then we do this. I don't know why I was doing arginine. And then H 2 N. I know sometimes I'm very inconsistent with my twos. I just do whichever one I think will fit. There's gonna be ASN and N. Perfect. All right. Okay. I low key. I'm gonna give myself low key. We'll do this one tomorrow, bro. If I get it, if I can't get it tomorrow, then clearly I messed up. But what is a solvation layer? Where does it come from? What is a solvation layer? So it's a layer formed around a molecule by nearby solvent molecules. It results from electrostatic interactions. Results as a consequence. I feel like that's redundant. So I'm gonna give myself a good here. Well, if pH is lower, it's gonna be protonated. We can glutamic acid. All right. So here, burn. I feel like low key, like I'm gonna end up shorthanding this at some point because there's a lot of amino acids. I feel like it's giving me a lot of the longer ones. Glutamic acid is gonna be boom, 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 boom. Actually, no. We're gonna erase all these just because I know it would, in a way. Oh, sorry. Okay, so if it was 3 for asparagine, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's gonna be literally the exact same. Sorry, I didn't finish this. NH2, and then we're gonna go O right there, and then OH. Obviously, this is glutamic acid. All right, character, it's obviously negative or acidic, and then this is going to be GLU, and one letter abbreviation. It can't be G. What is it going to be? It's going to be it's like 2 adjacent letters, like J or something weird like that. Oh, E. E is missing from GLU. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Oh, E is missing from glue, but the word glue. That's funny. And then I'm assuming aspartic acid. Aspartic acid is probably gonna be D. I know that I think I remember them being like adjacent. And I drew the molecule right. Nice. I'm gonna give myself again, but I don't think that's gonna take very long. How is DNA sequencing done? Okay, I need to see the answer for this. What is DNA sequencing? Obviously, it's to determine the sequence of DNA. This is like super in depth. Target DNA is isolated and amplified via PCR or gene cloning. Split the sample into 4 tubes. This is like super in depth. This is like a super in depth card. Each contains different dideoxynucleoside triphosphates. Um, I don't think I've seen that before. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a long time since I took biolab. Um, Target DNA. I also just looked that up, by the way. I just need everyone to know that. Okay, isolated and amplified via PCR gene cloning. Split the sample into 4 tubes. Each contains a different to prevent elongation. Separate via jet electrophoresis. Okay, hold up. I look at you to understand this. I can't. Why would I can't move on until I understand. Each contains different. DNA sequencing. Why? I'm gonna try to explain it after. I'm looking it up. In DNA sequencing, why? If I really sequences,
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbit Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I'm just not understanding. Like, I don't understand. You could read it like that, but what it like? I'm just not. Okay, so the gel electrophoresis obviously is started. So we're starting. gel electrophoresis, it's gonna go further down in the case that it's gonna go further down the shorter the strand is. So obviously it's okay. So it's splitting the sample into four tubes, with each one having a different DD NTP. So it basically stops getting like the DNA sequence that you're using. This one, like it would terminate here because it's using DDNTP, so it's not elongating at the 3' end anymore. So it's gonna stop here. That's why you get that one. Then it's gonna stop here. That's why you get that one. And they're getting progressively longer. And as we go up, I guess that's how you figure it out using this like DNA sequencing method. So separate via longer strand equals less migration. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, I understand now. All right, we're good. That took like a real long time. What is a beta pleated sheet? It's a structure in which the peptide chains form rows alongside one another. What are glutamic acid structure? Three-letter abbreviation. All right. I don't know why the glue thing worked with me, but I guess it did. If it works, it works. Boom, 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 boom. I'm hoping to speed this up. It's literally 207. I might be here till like 4 if I keep going at these speeds. Hopefully they don't give me any more of those like sequencing ones. That one might. If they keep giving me stuff like that, I might be screwed. Okay, so it's a cheese. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then okay, cool. That should be it. This is just glue, and that's obviously acidic. All right, cool. What is an oligopeptide? It's a peptide with up to 20 amino acid residues. Tertiary structure, it consists of hydrogen bonds with among the side chains, salt bridges between positively charged and negatively charged side chains, and the last one, that sulfide bonds between cysteine residues. It's the 3D structure forming. Okay, I low-key got that. I low-key, but I also want to give myself hard. What is DNA sequencing? How is it done? So DNA sequencing, basically you take ddNTPs and you're gonna put those into a okay, so first you have your DNA sequence, and then you have you're gonna put it through PCR or gene cloning. Then you're going to put those replicated strands into a solution with dNTPs as well as ddNTPs, and those are going to bind in different locations in order to prevent elongation at the 3' end. And then you're going to run that through electrophoresis, and it's going to separate by longer to shorter strands, and you can kind of use that in order to figure out where it is, since you're separating the samples into different tubes according to the nucleotide that you're putting ddNTPs for. So let's see, separate via electrophoresis. Lasted 3' OH. I didn't say that, but I think that's cool. What is a solvation layer? It's the layer formed around a molecule by nearby solvent molecules. it thinks that I'm gonna finish at 10 a.m. right now. Wow. Valine, Valine. Valine might honestly just be the OH, bro. Am I bugging? I might be bugging.
Computers now have primary control of
I
critical
think it's
vehicle
something like.
functions.
I don't really care about that age. Um, this, if I did just this and I put an ME, it would be alanine, I think. If I do like this, maybe that's valine, and maybe that's a. I think this is valine is non-polar. I'm gonna put ME. Let's see. It's also VAL, and I'm assuming V, and I think it's non-polar. Damn, it splits, bruh. Rip. Okay. Again. All right. Leucine. Leucine. Leucine is kind of crazy. Okay, we're low-key just gonna do like that. So leucine is gonna go boom. We're gonna put N, and we're gonna put all that stuff there. Yep. All right. Sorry, I just can't. Bro. I just wanna make sure that I know everything. Leucine is gonna go. It's gonna do the same thing, I think, as valine, but it might go a step further and do like that. If I'm not mistaken. Damn, this might be isoleucine. Watch this be isoleucine. Let's see. I'm looking just gonna look at it. It's probably not. I'm probably bugging again. No, I am right, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't put this up, but okay. I'm just gonna hope that I don't have to learn the stereochemistry, or I hope that I can find out if I needed to learn the. This is not like a crazy hard thing. I think I would literally just need to practice it on like just redrawing all the structures over and over again, which I might do off stream, but. Okay, so that was clearly wrong, but hey man, at least I tried. It's not about the. I don't remember the saying. So it's valine, but with an extra one, pretty much. Okay, so literally I just said that it's valine with the extra one, and then so it's just gonna be this. And then it's gonna be VALV. Yeah, cool. I understand that this is all like C's technically, but I'm just saving time. So you guys don't have to see me watch it like do that every single time. Okay, I got that right. I'm gonna give myself credit. Isoleucine now. All right. I think this is gonna be boom, 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 boom. All right. So isoleucine is gonna be one, two. I'm pretty sure it's like this, and then it might be. I think it's like this. My bugger. Yeah, it just brings it up there. Okay. This I don't know because they're not really showing me the stereochemistry, which I find that strange. Let's check. Let me check. I'm gonna check Jack Sparrow. Hold up. Does Jack Sparrow shows a stereochemistry? 'Cause if it does, I'm gonna be tight. Because why am I being scammed? All right. Um, it's the same thing, bro. I didn't even guess any of this. I think I would have gotten that though. But I'm gonna give myself again because I didn't. I'm not gonna put the stereochemistry. I'm just gonna leave that alone. What are leucine structure and structure character? Okay, so leucine, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we're gonna go boom, boom, and split it. Pretty sure that's it. Yep. What is DNA sequencing? So you take DNA, you put it in with primers. You put it in with primers. You put it through You put it through PCR. Then you're gonna use ddNTPs in the PCR. So you're gonna get a bunch of different lengths of different strands. You're gonna put that through. You're gonna separate that into 4 different samples. Um, you're gonna separate that into 4 different samples. I feel like I'm saying this in random order. So okay, put it through PCR, split the sample into 4 different tubes. Then you're gonna 4 different tubes according to the type of ddNTP that you're putting in there, and that's gonna prevent elongation at different stages. Um, so then you put that through gel electrophoresis. So obviously, the shortest strands are gonna travel the furthest. So you can use that alongside the different samples and different locations in the gel in order to determine what the DNA sequence is. Okay, hold up. Before I continue, I think okay. So I feel like they separated it between different parts, but I think the elongation thing that it talks about supposedly in the second step, that's happening during the PCR. You use ddNTPs during PCR. Yeah, so it's using it's putting it into 4 different tubes. For this this PCR is happening, and they're the samples are going to be separated for the elongation phase. Um, so that you can get these different lengths. So yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I want to say I got that. I think I got that. Structure in which they're placed alongside one another, where the peptide chains are placed alongside one another to form rows. Isoleucine. All right. We're gonna go boom boom. for the sake of this one particularly, this is gonna be N and O, and those all these are gonna be like whatever. All these are gonna be methyls. Nice. Um, okay, it's ILE and I. I didn't. I try not to look at the screen. I don't know if you can see that in the Memoji. But okay. I want to say I got that one. Glutamic acid. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So glutamic acid is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's gonna be O, and then H, and then it's gonna be glue, and then E. What is tertiary structure and what is its characteristic bond? So it's formed by, it's a 3D structure. It's formed by hydrogen bonds between the side chains, salt bridges between the positively charged and negatively charged side chains, and then and then that sulfide bonds between cysteine residues. What is an oligopeptide? It's going to be relatively short peptide consisting of up to 20 amino acid residues. Valine. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, Val and V, I think, right? Yeah. I'm not even saying this anymore. I'm not saying the character, but just know that I know it. Methionine, oh brother, methionine. I don't. Methionine. This is the SH one, right? This one is like strangely long or something. I think it has like if I do. Oh, I drew that like really big. Whatever. Okay. We go O O H. Put the NH2 down here. And then this key, I'm pretty sure it has an M. And then the S, I'm gonna say the SH goes like right here. Like hella weird. If I'm not mistaken, right? Or else where would it go? This is gonna be methionine is definitely non-polar. It's gonna be met, and then it's gonna be probably M. I'm gonna give it M. Damn, it was just an S. I should have known. I don't know why I gave it an H. That was pretty close though. That was pretty close. I'm gonna give it hard, but that was pretty close. What is a peptide bond? A peptide bond. That's gonna be the bond between the carboxylic acid and the what is it called? It's the group with nitrogen and hydrogen. What is it called again? Amino group. That's pretty much what that is. That amide bond. Yeah, literally, it's the same shit. CONR. I'm not gonna remember that. What I do want to remember though is how it bonds. So let's try that out. So we're gonna have an O. I'm not even gonna draw out the H yet. Hold up. Okay, I'll draw the H. Boom, boom. I I feel like I'm trying to figure out the mechanism like in my head. Uh, um, Yo, what kind of demonstration even is this, bro? This is a terrible demonstration. What even is this? Is this just a? Why did they just put a glycine, bro? Okay. So then this is gonna go on to form like something like. It probably just has one H, right? And then I'm gonna draw that up. This is still. This is just still gonna be the R. Wait, what? Did it flip? Nah, but did it flip? Yeah, I think it flips. It just keeps slipping the carboxyl. A lot of them are drawing them like a little weird, low key. But let's see. Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily flip. It just like moves it. Okay. We could give it again. What is methionine structure? So it's literally just gonna be this is gonna be the R group. We don't really need to draw the rest for that one. Met and M, and it's nonpolar. Leucine is gonna be yep. What is an alpha helix? Alpha helix is this. Something like that. A rod-like structure in which the peptide chain coils clockwise around the central axis. Can I suspend this card? I think I'm gonna suspend this card. I feel like I got no useful information out of this. Clockwise, is that important? I don't think that's important, but I literally drew this. This is the same thing. In which the peptide peptide chain goes clockwise around the central axis? I'm suspending this card, bro. I literally don't care. What is a peptide? What is a peptide bond? A peptide bond is it's a bond that forms between different, like, different, obviously different peptides to hold it together. It forms through an amide bond that leaves them looking like. Pull up now. It's gonna be the R, and then boom, 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 boom. Okay. It holds amino acids together. Um, well, amino acids together actually form a protein. So I'm just saying. Uh, I'm just coping. That was definitely a cope. Okay, so let's go again. I feel like I'm talking so slow that if anyone ever watches this, it's gonna be like they don't have to put me on like 2 times speed. Um, we can go low key. I'm gonna give myself good for that. Isoleucine is gonna be boom, 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 boom. It's hella weird. Actually, no. I'm actually gonna clear that. It's gonna go boom, 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 boom. Yep. What is DNA sequencing? We run PCR on DNA using ddNTPs as well as dNTPs, and that's going to cause elongation on the 3' end to stop. It's missing a 3' OH, which basically stops that elongation from happening. So they're going to split that sample. The sample's already going to have been split into 4 different tubes. So then you run gel electrophoresis on that, and it's obviously going to separate into, like, by size. The shortest strand is going to travel the furthest down. So using that, you can kind of determine the order of the nucleotides and essentially sequence the DNA strand. Amino acids, yes. Give me more questions like this so we can get through this. Amino acids with basic side chains have a PI. PI is isoelectric point when it's neutral. So I remember carboxylic acid having a high PI, which I guess kind of makes sense. Basic side chains are going to have low PIs, and acidic side chains are going to have high PIs. It just basically means that most of the time, okay, I actually don't know where I was going with that, but I think that's the case. Trends follow pH. Trends follow pH. They have high PIs. Okay, maybe I was bugging with saying that carboxylic acid has a high PI. PI of carboxylic acid. Let's see. Wait, what? Why did I say carboxylic acid? That's not what I meant. PI, it has a high pKa, high pKa2. Um, but duh, like I think I was thinking about pKa2. I don't know, guys. I didn't do the best in biochemistry. Okay, please, please let me be. Okay, so the PI is gonna be low. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's cool. I understand what it means by that. Um, then we can go. I got it right, so I think that's all good. What is valence structure? That's just like this. I'm not even drawing the other part anymore. Formation of a disulfide bond is an oxidation or reduction reaction. It's like two SHs. It's two SHs turning into an S. S. What that mean? It's probably an oxidation reaction. Yeah. You can kind of tell. It's like acid, like sulfur is just so like it's basically like it's like an oxygen, like pretty much same amount of bonds, like you know what I'm saying, like same group. So oxidation, like it just makes sense. That's what it's like. I don't really need to think about that. What are common methods to denature proteins and what do they do? You could use heat. You could use pH. Um, Maybe mechanically, like stretching. Like I don't know how you would do that, but stretching. Heat, heat. I feel like it should like heat destabilize hydrogen bonds and salt bridges. Solutes, mercaptoethanol. Do I need to know that? What the hell is DTT? What is that? Bruh. It's telling me DTT is discrete trial training. Hold up. Solute. Dithiol-3etol. Alright, bro. Oh. Used before STS page. Okay. Potent reducing agent. Okay. I remember mercaptoethanol. Detergents disrupt the non-covalent bonds.
Looking for a gift to make Dad's day?
Sorry,
Shop
guys.
Etsy for all his favorites like
what
personalized golf
happens
accessories or a handmade leather
while you're not
camping
using
bag.
YouTube
Celebrate
Premium.
Dad with
Please,
classic gifts.
hold up. Okay. What are common methods to denature proteins and what do they do? I low-key feel like it would be cooler if I hold my camera instead of on that corner. I should put it in the other corner so it looks like I'm looking up at the question. That's cool. Hold up. Oh man, let's not do that. Hold up. All right, I feel like this way is funnier. All right, cool. What are common methods to denature proteins? Disrupts non-covalent bonds. Okay, so like intermolecular reaction. Not reaction, intermolecular bonds. Okay, so heat causes hydrogen bonds and salt bridges to destabilize. Solutes like DTT and beta mercaptoethanol. I'm thinking off the top of my head, by the way. I don't know. I know you guys can't tell, but uh, so mercapto, DTT, and beta mercaptoethanol are going to. They're gonna disrupt. Is it disulfide bonds? And then detergents are gonna disrupt non-covalent bonds. All right, cool. I'm gonna give myself again. Methionine. It's gonna be boom, 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 and there's gonna be an F. I didn't say any of the other things, but I know threonine. I'm pretty sure is polar. But I actually have no clue what the. I feel like it's this. I feel like it literally might be like alanine, maybe 2. Maybe we go 2, and then OH. Like 1 more than alanine and then OH. Oh man, it splits into 3. All right. We can go again. Describe the strength of the peptide bond and why. I don't know what they want me to tell them. Peptide bond is resonance stabilized. Very strong, usually special bonds. Yeah, I guess like it's something like something like this, I guess. Okay, cool. What are common methods to denature proteins? So heat is going to cause destabilization of hydrogen bonds and salt bridges. Solutes like DTT and beta mercaptoethanol are going to disrupt disulfide bridges, right? And right, yeah, disulfide bridges, and then solutes, or no, detergents like I don't think they give examples of detergents. Detergents are going to disrupt non-covalent bonds. Okay, I got that. I'm gonna give that a hard because that low-key was hard. Threonine. Alright, so threonine is just put the OH down here. Pretty much. 3-letter abbreviation THR and maybe T. It's not tyrosine, it's probably T. Oh man. The OH is up. Does that matter? Probably does. Let me look it up. Yeah, it's literally up in like every illustration. Damn. Okay, cool. I'll remember that for next time. What is a peptide bond? Alright. What is a peptide bond? Peptide bond is it's a type of it's like an amide bond that holds amino acids together to form peptides. describe the strength of the peptide bond and why. Because it's resonance stabilized. That's why. During the formation of tertiary structure, hydrophobic amino acids are pushed. Hydrophobic are obviously going to be pushed into the core. Um, what are tryptophan structure? What is tryptophan structure character? Um, tryptophan. Tryptophan is W. I know that for a fact. But it's it's because it literally does a W. But I don't know how exactly it does that. So I'm just gonna I think it might be it's gonna be it might be like an NH3 at the end of a W. So it might be like this. And then like an NH3 or an NH2. That's gonna be my guess. Oh my god, holy, I was so wrong. It's because of this. Which was really dumb, I do admit. But alright, so let's see. It's gonna be boom boom. And then boom, 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 boom. Alright, and then it's gonna be this right here, and the N right here, H. Okay. I didn't remember that tryptophan was non-polar. Tryptophan? That's like a terrible way of remembering that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, this might be one of the best structures I've drawn all day. All right, we can clear that. What is screening structure? All right, so it's gonna be like boom, boom. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of alien there for a second. I was like, alien? Okay. THR, and it's gonna be T, right? Yeah. Amino acids with basic side chains. Okay, I remember that trends following pH, so it's gonna be pi. What is this Witter ion? Basically just means that it's like a polar. It's polar. It has both positive, not polar. It has all of its it ends up being neutral. It has two charge groups, positive and negative, and the end charge is neutral. So I just needed to make sure that all the bitter ions are neutral. They are. I just need to make sure it wasn't like something different for the acidic or basic ones. What is tryptophan structure? All right, so it's boom, 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 whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Very cool. Hold up. Wait a minute. I think. What? What's going on here? I think something wrong. I think this is that's not an N, right? Where is this double bond? I forgot. What? possible. Oh, I was trying to try it on the wrong side. Oops, it should have been here. The end would have been here. It's because I drew the point on the wrong side. Okay, cool. All right, okay. Formation of a disulfide bond is an oxidation reaction. So we have heat, which is going to destabilize hydrogen bonds and salt bridges. We have solutes like DTT and beta mercaptoethanol to disrupt disulfide bonds. And we have uh, what's it called? We have detergents to disrupt non-covalent bonds. What is a residue? It's I mean, I wish this was earlier on. I don't understand. This is I don't like how this is like mixed up. I feel like they should be in order. I think I'm scamming myself by not putting them in order. Like this definitely should have been first. What is? I'm probably gonna put it in order tomorrow. I'm not doing this. What is a residue? It's just a side chain. Residue refers to individual amino acids and a peptide. Why did I say? Oh my god, bro. What is tryptophan structure? Okay, so let's try this again. 1, 2. Alright, cool. That should be that. It's tryptophan and it's TRP and W. Nice. I didn't put the H there though. I didn't do that on purpose. I'm gonna give myself a hard, even though I kind of got that wrong, but it's fine. Which amino acids are most commonly targeted for phosphorylation? Which amino acids are most commonly targeted for phosphorylation? I mean, it's gonna be like probably like threonine, aspartic acid. I think that's it. I'll be honest with you. Threonine. Okay, so it only does the polar ones. I haven't even gotten into serine. I forgot about tyrosine, I'll be honest with you. Serine, threonine, and tyrosine. Okay. What is a residue? It's just an amino acid. I got that earlier. I don't know why. I couldn't figure it out this time. What is denaturation? Just basically reducing a peptide with a 3D shape into its primary structure. I'm gonna give myself this because I feel like, what is proline structure? Okay, proline is a little more complicated here. I think we actually have to draw the whole thing. Okay, this is gonna be a little complicated. H. I'm gonna try to figure it out, but I don't know if that will. I think it's like, I'm gonna say like this. I know that it's 5-membered ring, so Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I know there's probably a bond somewhere in there. Maybe in a couple places, low key. I don't know. All right, let's see. Proline is PRO. It's probably just P. I don't think there's any reason why not to be P. Oh wow, that was it. That was really it. Nice. Case turns. Okay. Let me see. I can't believe I got that right. Which amino acids are common? It's serine, threonine, and tyrosine. What is the term? What is meant by the term C terminus? C is like that's the place with the carboxylic acid. Okay, that's true, but that's not what I was thinking of. So I'm making myself again. Chiral amino acids are L or D amino acids. I don't know. I would say, uh, is it L? Yes. Okay. Cysteine. Cysteine is an L and R. All others are L and S. Okay. All right. I actually don't know what the difference is. What is the difference between L and R and S? Okay, so all of them are L. Cysteine is the only one that's in the R configuration. Cysteine is the only R. Describe the strength of the resonance. Wow, it's 3 o'clock. During the formation of tertiary structure, hydrophobic amino acids form into the core. What is meant by the term C terminus? The basic carboxylic acid. What is serine? What is serine structure? Serine. I think that's literally just gonna be. I'm gonna assume that what I thought was threonine is just gonna be serine, but without the extra. And there's gonna be SER and S, and it's gonna be polar. Yep. What is glutamine structure? Okay, so we did. Okay, glutamine. Glutamine is gonna be the alternative to asparagine. So it's gonna be boom, 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 boom. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we put it here, right? It's gonna be O, and then N, and H2. It's gonna be glue. Wait, no. It's GLN, and then this would be if asparagine Is ASN and N? Okay, this one is gonna be random. Glutamine is random. I'm gonna say Q. Yeah. I don't know how in the hell I just did that, but polar. Yeah, I knew that. I knew it was polar. Alright, cool. All chiral amino acids in eukaryotes are okay, they're all L and only cysteine. What is threonine structure? Okay. Hopefully we got through all the difficult questions. It looks like I'm speeding up now. What are threonine structure, character, 3-letter abbreviation, and 1-letter abbreviation? We're probably gonna stop around like 3:30, regardless of where we get. I think my end goal might have been around like 50 anyway, like 50-ish cards per day. So it's fine. Whatever we get through today is fine. I just wanted to finish the whole chapter. Okay, hold up, because let's just. What are threonine structure? Okay, so it's literally, and this is gonna be OH. Yes, I know all that. What is a Zwitter ion? Okay, I know that. What is secondary structure? Okay, this is a new one. What is secondary structure? It is. It's formed. This is going to be formed by hydrogen bonds in the backbone, I think. Because if the tertiary structure was in the side chains, then this has to be in the backbone. Yep. Cysteine structure. Okay, this one might be difficult. Just because. Okay, we're gonna guess. We're gonna take a wild guess, and we're gonna put literally just SH. Oh my god! I can't believe this. Okay, CY. Is this CY? Is it gonna be CYS and C? Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we need to draw. As we saw, this is actually not hard at all. I thought that this was hard. It's not. It's just N. Obviously this is gonna be at the like kinks and turns in the beta sheets. This is like pro P. It's I think it's non-polar, to be honest with you. Yeah. Common methods to denature. Okay, so it's going to be heat for disulfide bonds and no, not disulfide bonds. Heat for hydrogen bonds and salt bridges. Solutes for heat. Wait. So solutes like DTT and beta mercaptoethanol for the disulfide bridges, and we're gonna have detergents to disrupt non-covalent bonds. Lysine is gonna be boom. I'm thinking of leucine. Hold up. Lysine I haven't seen before. Lysine. I don't remember anything about lysine, I'll be honest. What is this? Holy. It's like long as hell. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Makes 2 kg. anyways. What can I do with that? I don't even think that's gonna help. Let's see. How can I remember this? Lice, lice, lysis, lysis. That's like, that's like, you know what? I'm not, okay. So, lysis, K, I think I see the connection. You know, I'm like a professional and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. So now we're just gonna go, all right, we're gonna go boom. We're gonna do 1K, 2K, and then along with all its corresponding H's. All right. So we're not doing that. It's just an amino acid. What is denaturation? It's just losing its three-dimensional shape. Tryptophan. Okay, so we're gonna go boom, boom. We're gonna go boom, 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 boom. We're gonna pretend like that line right there is not there. Gonna be here, and then overlap that there. Oh no, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. No. Okay, cool. Take that off. Here's what happens when you take shortcuts, guys. All right. Yeah, that should be right. Obviously, has all the. I didn't do this, but I probably would have gotten it. Which amino acids are most commonly targeted? Serine, threonine, tyrosine. Lysine structure. Okay. Uno, dos, and then it's gonna be lice and W, right? Like, wait, no, it's not W. It's K. I don't know why I was trying to say W. What will the titration curve of an amino acid look like? I don't know. Combination of two monoprotic titration curves, or three if the side chain has an ionizable group. Monoprotic titration curves. All right, so I just kind of want to see some other titration curves. Give me 1 single window. Okay, that's like. I'm gonna bring the picture over there once I can find one. Sure. I'll do one for leucine. so this is leucine. All right, so I'm assuming obviously this is gonna be the PI. Um, all right, cool. I didn't get that. So, that's the free carboxylic acid end. Serine is gonna be boom boom with OH. What are glutamine's structure? Okay, so glutamine is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be the N, and it's gonna be GLU, and then E. The E is the one-letter abbreviation. Nice. What are alanine structure? A new one. Doesn't really matter though. That's it, pretty much. I've gotten like lazier and lazier as this stream has gone on. I started off drawing everything. Alright. All chiral are L, and cysteine is the only one in R configuration. What is phenylalanine? Ooh, phenylalanine. That's gonna be a little bit of bap, 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 bap. Okay, alright. Let's just clear that. It's basically just gonna be a ring, bro. I don't know why I draw it. It's literally just a ring. Alright. Well, I thought it was easy, but I guess not. Alright, so it's just gonna be like like so on. There's gonna be the PI. It's gonna be the pKa1, and then this is gonna be the pKa2, and then maybe there's a third one. It's a monoprotic titration curve. Yeah, that's literally that's like pretty much what I drew, kind of. It's not flat though. I drew it flat. It's not flat. Oh well, it's flat over here. I think I get credit for that. I might as well have drawn that. That's like, here they drew it straight up. Here they didn't draw it straight up. I don't know why they do that. And this is OH minus equivalence. I think I got that. Look at that so far. Cysteine, that's gonna be SH. Phenylalanine. Okay, so it's 2 and then that and then the ring. It's gonna be definitely non-polar, bro. There's no like polar groups in that. Okay, you see the problem is I was not gonna get the F, so I need to get my F again. What is a subunit? What? Okay, cool. What is special role played by proline? Okay, you see, I like that they put a different card for this. Describe the special role played by proline in secondary structure. Okay, so it's currently 3:14. Let's see. Let's see how many cards are in tomorrow's deck. All right, perfect. So tomorrow, when I do chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2 has 60 cards. That's like pretty good. Special role in secondary structure, it's responsible for like the kings and turns. I'm gonna edit this card again. helices versus sheets. I never put the question mark. So we'll go in the middle. All right. What is secondary structure? So this is just hydrogen bonds between like the carbon, the carboxylic acid, and the amino group, pretty much. Um, what are proline structure character? Okay, we know that this is gonna be like a little bit of a merp, 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 and then right here is still gonna be all the normal stuff. O, H, merp, merp. Okay, proline and P. What is phenylalanine structure? Okay, we know that's boom boom the ring. What is a subunit? One of the functional peptides within the quaternary structure. Describe the special role played by proline. So its unique rigid structure is going to cause like kinks if you place it in the middle, but in helices it's going to be found at the beginning. In sheets it's going to be found at the turns. What is cysteine? Okay, I don't know what it wants from that. What? I thought they spelled it wrong. What is a cystine? Wait, hold up. Am I bugging? Is cysteine? Wait, what? Didn't I literally just do this? I'm so confused. I could have sworn I just did this. I just did cysteine, no? Why is it spelled cystine? I'm so confused. Let's see. 3, 2. Why is it? What is cystine, bro? What? That's crazy. So I guess this molecule used to be called one cysteine used to be called a half cystine, and cystine is basically just this whole thing. Okay, that's kind of insane, but hey, man, I guess these scientists can do whatever they want. Cystine is a name used to refer to the disulfide bond between two cysteines in a protein. Disulfide bonds. Yeah. Okay. So, what will the titration curve? I can imagine that. Why is the pushing of non-polar amino acids into the core of a? Why is it spontaneous? Because they're hydrophobic. They have no inclination to be in the water. it's like when you're like there's like bugs in your room, and like you see like water to like the non-polar amino acids like bugs, like it restricts their movement. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be there. What is lysine structure? Okay, I got that. Boom, boom, and then bop, and then there's just a NH. Cool. Yes, I know that it's NH2, but I don't really care to drop the two. What is a cysteine? It's what you call the whole molecule when there's a cysteine bond in it. What's it called? Sulfide bond, disulfide bond. Bless. Oh, I don't know who I'm blessing. I'm blessing myself, I guess. What is the isoelectric point? I said that earlier. Um, Peptide bond formation occurs. It's called an amide. It's not like an amide. I don't know, bro. Dehydration. Displace of water. Yeah, that makes sense. What is a lipoprotein? I don't know. Lipid-based a protein with a lipid-based prosthetic group. Why is it? I'm kind of confused. Uh, Apolipoprotein. Okay, I'm gonna look up what a lipoprotein is because I don't like this definition. I'll be honest with you. Lipoprotein. Particles made of fat and protein that travel in your bloodstream. Round particles made of fat or lipids and proteins. So it's basically just like literally just a particle with fats and protein, with lipids and protein. A protein with lipid-based prosthetic group. All right, cool. Alanine is literally just fat. It occurs via dehydration. It loses water. Describe the special role played by proline in secondary structure. It causes kinks. It's found in the starts of helices and the turns of sheets. What is proteinogenic? What are proteinogenic amino acids? The 20, bruh. If it's higher, bruh, ain't no way. This was actually a question. If pH is higher than pKa, then it's gonna be deprotonated. What roles? Can I like put that on easy or something? What roles can the formation of quaternary structure serve? I don't know. Holy, okay. Stabilize the protein. I low-key might end it. I might not end it, but we're gonna go back in. Study now. All right. I don't want to have to do that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we're low-key. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and we're gonna reduce this by 21. What? Oh, This has 70 cards in it. Oh man, did I not even do 50? I might have to stay on for longer if I didn't even do 50, bro. Okay, I have to do that card then. All right, cool. I have to do at least 50. What is a lipoprotein? It's a protein with lipid-based a protein with a lipid-based prosthetic group? What are the proteinogenic? It's the amino acids that are used by humans to encode proteins. With the exception of what? Didn't we do this? With the exception of glycine. We did that. Why is that still there? That's strange. I can kind of tell it's having problems. I think I might need to restart it. What roles can the formation of quaternary structure serve? Um, I don't know, bro. Okay, so stabilize a protein, reduce amount of DNA needed to encode a protein complex. What does this mean? What is reduce the amount of DNA? What? Hold up, bro. I'm gonna look up what this means, bro. Um, okay, so it was talking about hemoglobin. So hemoglobin has 2 alpha subunits and 2 beta subunits, but it only has 2 genes and not 4. Okay, I think that kind of makes sense. Um, bring catalytic sites together, allowing intermediates to be shuttled directly to the next step. Induce cooperativity. Bring catalytic sites together, allowing intermediates. Okay, so to stabilize a protein, reduce the amount of DNA, bring catalytic sites together, and induce cooperativity. Okay, let's get the definition for cooperativity down to
First flight of the orbit Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
meaning. A phenomenon where the binding of a ligand or substrate to one site on a multi-subunit protein or enzyme. Phenomenon where the binding of a ligand or substrate to one site
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicles.
on a multi-subunit protein or enzyme influences the affinity or binding of subsequent ligands at other sites. Um, maybe it's too late for me, bro. It might be too late right now. Maybe that's why I'm not processing this information. The binding of a ligand or a substrate to one site. Oh, sorry. Okay, I understand. It literally, I would explain it, but I feel like me reading the definition, like, So like something binds and it'll change whether it's more likely to bind or it'll bind stronger in a different site of the same protein. So it'll like be like, okay, so so and so protein one bound here. So it'll increase the affinity by like obviously like I guess its shape and stuff. It'll increase the affinity somewhere else. Or decrease, I guess. Okay, we could do again because I didn't get that. What are phenylalanines? Structure, character, three-letter abbreviation, and one-letter abbreviation. Okay, so it's gonna be boom boom. What? Sorry. Okay, so it's gonna be boom boom. Am I like drawing on top of myself? Okay, cool. Phenylalanine. Yeah, and then that's just gonna be like the rank. PHE and F, it's obviously nonpolar. Subunit is one of the functional proteins. Functional tertiary structure of proteins and a quaternary structure. What will the titration curve of an amino acid look like? Okay, we don't really need to do that. I kind of know what an isoelectric point in this terms is, just when it's neutral. What? Why is the pushing? Because it decreases entropy, and the universe always wants more entropy, not less entropy. So cysteine is the disulfide bond that forms in like between, I guess, I don't know, but it's just like a molecule with a disulfide bond, realistically. I guess I'll do again. Occurs via acid dehydration reaction. It's kinks the start and at the turns. If pH is higher, it's gonna be deprotonated. What are the proteinogenic? It's the 20 essential amino acids encoded by the human genetic code. It's the cysteine bond or the disulfide bond in a protein, in a protein. What roles can the formation of? So it can stabilize. Okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm definitely gonna get it now because it took too long to show up. I don't know why I started doing that. I might need to adjust my FSRS. What roles can the formation of quaternary structure serve? Um, what roles can the formation of quaternary structure serve? Um, formation of quaternary structure serve. So it can stabilize the protein. It can reduce the amount of DNA necessary to perform the function. Yes, but I think there's some other like words there. In like to induce cooperativity and to bring catalytic sites together so it can just be shuttled into the next. Reduce amount of DNA needed to encode a protein complex. So, okay, what roles? So, it can stabilize a protein, reduce the amount of DNA necessary to encode a protein complex. Uh, you can tell I literally just read this and it's already like fading away. Um, then like like to connect catalytic sites. to one another, so that intermediates are immediately shuttled to the next step, and to induce cooperativity. Um,
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
I feel like something's wrong here. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I click again, why is it? Why did it
Several
change
computers
my
now have
steps
primary control of critical vehicle
like
functions.
randomly? This is so weird. Yay, we did 50. W day one. All right. So tomorrow might be a little bit of a longer day. I don't know. I don't know why it took so long today, but I have to finish chapter one for biochemistry, and then we can go into I don't know. I might do Pancal tomorrow. Pancal should be fun. Pancal's like all close type cards. So I feel like that should be fun. And I've done a lot of the cards already, so I feel like it should be easier for me to get them. Uh, I hope that I don't just have like the cues memorized and I actually know them, but I also didn't say this, but I'm gonna use obviously the essential equations. I'm gonna do all these. The error cards, that's just something that I have to edit for myself. If the person that made the Captain Hook deck, I think they said they got like a 528, and they didn't use any of these cards. So not a 528, like he was in the 520s, and he didn't use any of these cards. And there's like 1,200 cards in here. So honestly, I'm not gonna bother. I'm probably just gonna memorize the 3,000 cards that are like in the rest of these, and then I'm gonna call that a day. Like after that, I'll just literally just focus on New World and my reviews. I don't think it can really go. I don't think I can really be doing this for that long. Um, Honestly, I can do a lot more cards per day, but it's just because I started kind of late today. So yeah, I think honestly that's gonna be everything for today. That is gonna be the end of day one. And to anyone watching this, have a good rest of your night.